He was a figure of immense historical significance, a four-star general who shattered barriers, and the first African American to serve as U.S. Secretary of State. Colin Powell's existence was a testament to honor, exceptional leadership, and a series of groundbreaking achievements. From his formative years in the vibrant, challenging environment of the South Bronx to the global stage where he shaped pivotal international policy from within the White House, Powell's narrative is one of unwavering perseverance and profound purpose. We delve into the often untold chapters of his extraordinary life, exploring his remarkable career, the circumstances surrounding a Virginia residence that stood empty for a time, the quiet sorrow that enveloped his passing, and the considerable net worth he accrued. This is the powerful, and at times deeply poignant, story of Colin Powell, presented with a depth and intimacy perhaps previously unseen. Dear viewers, before continuing this video, we kindly ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want to receive notifications about new video releases, please hit the bell icon. Thank you for your understanding. Upon his passing in October 2021, Colin Powell bequeathed not only a remarkable legacy of service and leadership, but also a substantial net worth estimated at $60 million. Over the expanse of a distinguished 35-year military career, Powell methodically ascended through the ranks, ultimately becoming one of the most revered and respected figures in the annals of U.S. military history. This dedication to service earned him a generous annual pension, estimated to be around $200,000. His subsequent high-profile government service encompassed critical roles such as National Security Advisor, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and Secretary of State, each position accompanied by notable salaries and, more significantly, immense influence on national and international affairs. Following his retirement from the Army in 1993, Powell seamlessly transitioned into the realm of public speaking, where his considerable stature and unparalleled experience made him one of the most sought-after and compelling voices in the country. He frequently commanded impressive speaking fees, averaging around $64,000 per engagement, with some honoraria reportedly exceeding $100,000. In the year 2000 alone, his speaking engagements brought in an astonishing $7 million from 109 appearances. His best-selling memoir, My American Journey, not only secured him a $6 million advance, but also continued to generate substantial income through ongoing royalties, while his follow-up book, It Worked for Me, further augmented his earnings. Beyond his literary endeavors and speaking career, Powell astutely applied his strategic acumen in the private sector, notably joining the influential venture capital firm Kleiner Perkins. He also lent his expertise and prestige to the boards of major corporations, including Salesforce and Bloom Energy, thereby amassing valuable stock holdings. Reports from 2018 indicated that his shares in just those two firms were valued at approximately $24 million. Colin Powell's considerable financial success was a direct and undeniable reflection of his vast influence, his proven leadership capabilities, and the enduring public respect he commanded long after his formal government service had concluded. Colin Luther Powell, born on April 5, 1937, in the vibrant neighborhood of Harlem, New York, was the son of Jamaican immigrants, Maud Ariel, née McCoy, and Luther Theophilus Powell. His parents, who worked in the garment industry, instilled in him a strong work ethic and a sense of aspiration, possessing both African and Scottish ancestral roots. Raised in the South Bronx, Powell experienced a childhood of modest means, attending Morris High School while diligently working at a local children's furniture store to contribute to the family. He later pursued higher education, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in geology from the City College of New York in 1958. It was during his time at City College that he made a pivotal decision that would irrevocably shape his future. He joined the Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC. This commitment marked the genesis of what would become an exceptionally distinguished and historically significant military career. Upon his graduation, Powell was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Army. His initial deployment took him to West Germany, where he served as a platoon leader. He subsequently served 2 impactful tours of duty in Vietnam. His first tour saw him acting as a military advisor to the South Vietnamese Army. During his second tour in 1968, while serving as Assistant Chief of Staff for Operations with the 23rd American Infantry Division, Powell demonstrated extraordinary courage when he survived a helicopter crash. Despite his own injuries, he heroically rescued fellow soldiers from the burning wreckage, an act of bravery that earned him the prestigious Soldier's Medal for Valor. After returning home from Vietnam, he recognized the importance of further education for career advancement, diligently pursuing and completing a Master of Business Administration degree at George Washington University in 1971. Powell's ascent within the influential circles of Washington began in earnest under President Richard Nixon when he was selected as a White House Fellow in the early 1970s, a highly competitive program designed to provide gifted individuals with first-hand experience at the highest levels of government. His demonstrable leadership qualities and burgeoning expertise led him to increasingly influential roles, including serving as a senior military assistant to the formidable Secretary of Defense, Caspar Weinberger, and later as Deputy National Security Advisor under Frank Carlucci. In 1987, in the wake of the Iran-Contra scandal that had shaken the Reagan administration, President Ronald Reagan appointed Powell as National Security Advisor. This appointment not only placed him in a critical policy-making position, but also made him one of the most visible and prominent African-American officials of that era. Under President George H.W. Bush, his career reached new heights. He was promoted to the rank of 4-star general and subsequently became the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the principal military advisor to the president. In achieving this, he became both the youngest officer and the first African American to ever hold this esteemed and powerful post. During his tenure as chairman, from 1989 to 1993, he played a crucial role in overseeing major U.S. military operations, including the strategically complex U.S. invasion of Panama and the globally significant Operation Desert Storm in Iraq, which successfully liberated Kuwait. However, as President Bill Clinton's administration took office, Powell began to feel an increasing sense of disconnection, particularly stemming from policy disagreements with key figures such as Secretary of Defense Les Aspin and UN Ambassador Madeleine Albright. These differences, particularly concerning intervention in the Balkans, ultimately led to his decision to resign from his position and retire from the Army in early 1993. After departing from active military service, Colin Powell redirected his considerable energy and influence towards youth development and broader public service initiatives. In 1997, he launched America's Promise Alliance, a groundbreaking national initiative designed to support children and young people through a multifaceted approach encompassing education, mentoring, and community service. That same year, demonstrating his deep commitment to his alma mater and to fostering future generations of leaders, he founded the Colin L. Powell Center for Leadership and Service, now the Colin Powell School for Civic and Global Leadership, at the City College of New York. This center was specifically aimed at empowering students from underrepresented communities and actively encouraging civic engagement on both local and global scales. By 2001, Powell once again made history when he was appointed by President George W. Bush as the 65th United States Secretary of State, becoming the first African American to ever hold this prestigious cabinet position. In the immediate and chaotic aftermath of the September 11th terrorist attacks, Secretary Powell was instrumental in shaping the U.S. response, a role that included the arduous task of building international support and making the case for military action, including the controversial invasion of Iraq. In a now famous presentation to the United Nations Security Council in February 2003, he presented intelligence, which later proved to be flawed, claiming that Saddam Hussein possessed weapons of mass destruction. This presentation was a pivotal moment in the lead-up to the war, and Powell himself would later describe it as a significant blot on his record and a source of personal regret. Following the fall of Saddam Hussein's regime, Powell focused on post-conflict rebuilding efforts in Iraq and the complex diplomatic work of forming and maintaining international coalitions. He stepped down from his role as Secretary of State in 2004, at the end of President Bush's first term. In his subsequent retirement from government, Powell remained an active and influential figure in both business and public life. He became a strategic partner at the prominent venture capital firm Kleiner Perkins, and also participated in the Get Motivated speaking tour, where he often expressed candid, and at times critical, views of the Bush administration's policies. Through his myriad roles as a decorated military leader, a groundbreaking statesman, a best-selling author, and a dedicated advocate for youth, Colin Powell left an indelible and lasting mark on the fabric of American public life. In October 2022, nearly a year after the passing of General Colin Powell, the longtime statesman's former residence in McLean, Virginia, was quietly sold for a sum just under $3 million. The stately colonial-style home, situated in one of Northern Virginia's most exclusive and sought-after suburbs, serves as a reflection of Powell's preference for quiet elegance and understated sophistication rather than ostentatious luxury. Spanning an impressive 5,929 square feet and nestled on almost an acre of meticulously landscaped land, the property offered a harmonious blend of privacy and comfort. Features befitting a man who had spent decades navigating the intense glare of the national and international spotlight. The house itself boasts 6 generously sized bedrooms and 7 well-appointed bathrooms, making it spacious enough to comfortably accommodate a large family or frequent distinguished guests. Among its standout amenities are an indoor hot tub and a sauna, luxurious touches that speak to the general's appreciation for wellness, relaxation, and moments of quiet reprieve. Though rich in character and historical charm, the home had apparently sat vacant for some period before it was officially placed on the market. It remains unclear when exactly Powell and his wife, Alma, last occupied the residence full-time, but keen real estate observers noted that certain parts of the property appeared to have been unused in the years immediately preceding the sale. Inside, the layout artfully combines open, flowing spaces with cozy, intimate details. The living room is particularly striking, featuring soaring 18-foot ceilings that create a grand, airy, and inviting atmosphere. The main floor thoughtfully includes 2 bedrooms, one of which is a large master suite, providing the convenience and accessibility of single-level living. Upstairs, 2 additional bedrooms, a versatile loft area, and a dedicated playroom suggest that the home was once filled with the vibrant activity and cherished moments of family life. Throughout the house, rich hardwood floors and wide, open living areas speak to a design that prioritizes both enduring style and practical function. An enclosed sunroom, facing the tranquil backyard, offers a serene space to enjoy the changing Virginia seasons in comfort. More than just the former home of a prominent national figure, the property stands as a tangible reflection of Colin Powell's personal life. Peaceful, grounded, and meticulously designed for both comfort and quiet moments of respite away from the often demanding rigors of public life. Colin Powell, the late 4-star general and former U.S. Secretary of State, dedicated a significant portion of his post-military life to impactful philanthropic work, with a strong and unwavering emphasis on youth development, educational advancement, and robust civic engagement. In 1997, he founded America's Promise Alliance, a sweeping and ambitious coalition that eventually grew to include over 400 organizations, all committed to the common goal of improving the lives of children and young people across the United States. The alliance operates around 5 central, evidence-based promises deemed essential for youth success, providing consistent caring adult support, ensuring safe places with structured activities during non-school hours, fostering a healthy start and future, delivering effective education for marketable skills, and creating opportunities for youth to contribute through service to their communities. Among its standout programs was Grad Nation, an ambitious national campaign specifically aimed at boosting the U.S. high school graduation rate to an impressive 90% by the year 2020. Powell's profound commitment to education, however, did not conclude there. He also took the significant step of establishing the Colin Powell School for Civic and Global Leadership at his alma mater, the City College of New York. This innovative program was meticulously designed to empower future leaders, particularly those from underrepresented communities, and to actively encourage their participation in public service and engagement with pressing global issues. Beyond these large-scale signature initiatives, Powell was a notably generous supporter of several other charitable organizations, including Smile Train, which provides free cleft repair surgery for children in developing countries. The Children's Health Fund, mistakenly written as Foundation in source, which delivers healthcare to underserved children, and the NAACP, reflecting his deep and abiding concern for child welfare, equitable access to healthcare, the advancement of civil rights, and broader social equity. His philanthropic vision also extended globally, with a particular focus on Africa, where he passionately championed projects centered on enhancing food security, promoting sustainable economic development, and significantly expanding educational access for underserved populations. Colin Powell's legacy in this sphere is one of profound leadership, manifested through dedicated service, driven by an unshakable belief that empowering the next generation is absolutely essential to building a stronger, more just, and equitable world. He married Alma Vivian Johnson on August 25, 1962, and the couple shared a devoted partnership that spanned nearly 6 decades, a testament to their enduring bond. Together, they raised 3 children, each of whom forged distinct and notable paths of their own. Their son, Michael Powell, followed a path of public service, serving as the chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, from 2001 to 2005, where he played a significant role in shaping U.S. communications policy during a period of rapid technological change. Their daughters also carved out successful careers. Linda Powell became an accomplished actress, known for her versatile performances on both stage and screen, while Annemarie Powell pursued her own professional interests, largely maintaining a life outside the direct public spotlight. Despite his widely held public reputation for unwavering discipline and unimpeachable professionalism, Powell's personal life was not entirely devoid of controversy. In 2013, private emails exchanged between Powell and Romanian diplomat Corina Crețu were unfortunately leaked following the hacking of his AOL account. The content of these emails sparked widespread media speculation and rumors regarding the nature of their relationship. Powell responded to the situation swiftly and directly, acknowledging that he had indeed maintained a private email correspondence with Crețu, but firmly and unequivocally denying any romantic involvement. This episode briefly drew considerable media attention, but ultimately did little to tarnish the profound and widespread respect Powell had meticulously earned over a lifetime of dedicated service. A practicing Anglican, Powell carried with him a quiet but steadfast faith that served as an underpinning for his strong sense of duty and moral compass. In his final years, he faced serious health challenges, including a battle with multiple myeloma, a form of blood cancer that severely weakened his immune system, and the onset of early-stage Parkinson's disease. Despite being fully vaccinated against COVID-19, Powell tragically succumbed to complications from the virus on October 18, 2021, at the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. He was 84 years old. Powell's death triggered an immediate and profound outpouring of tributes from across the entire political spectrum, a reflection of the broad esteem in which he was held. President Joe Biden praised him as a patriot of unmatched honor and dignity. And 4 of the 5 living former U.S. presidents issued heartfelt statements recognizing him as an American hero and a figure of immense historical importance. In stark contrast, President Donald Trump offered a more controversial and critical message, acknowledging Powell's death while simultaneously disparaging his political choices and labeling him a classic rhino, Republican in name only. Powell's funeral was held at the Washington National Cathedral, a solemn and highly attended event that drew top leaders and dignitaries from across the nation, underscoring his significant impact on American life. President Biden, former Presidents Barack Obama and George W. Bush, and First Lady Jill Biden were among those present, along with former First Ladies Michelle Obama, Laura Bush, and Hillary Clinton, who attended on behalf of her husband, former President Bill Clinton, who was recovering from a recent illness at the time. The ceremony served as a powerful and poignant reminder of Powell's enduring influence and the high regard in which he was held by so many. He was laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery in Section 60, grave 11,917, an honor reserved for the nation's most distinguished service members and patriots. Throughout his extraordinary life, Colin Powell received numerous accolades for his exemplary military and civilian service. His extensive collection of decorations included many prestigious military awards from both the United States and allied nations. As a civilian, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom twice, a rare distinction, alongside the Congressional Gold Medal, the Presidential Citizens Medal, and the Secretary of Energy's Distinguished Service Medal. Furthermore, dozens of universities and colleges across the country and around the world bestowed upon him honorary degrees, recognizing his lifelong contributions to leadership, diplomacy, and dedicated public service. As this video wraps up, we'd like to remind you to like and subscribe to our channel. Your support is vital for our channel's growth and helps us keep creating content. To be notified about new videos, remember to hit that bell icon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.